Hey everyone, and welcome. If you're gearing up for the Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan state-level camp, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to break down everything, and I mean everything, you need to know so you can walk in feeling confident with a clear game plan for success. Now, if you're looking at the upcoming camp and feeling those pre-exam jitters, that little knot in your stomach, just take a deep breath. Trust me, you are definitely not alone. But I've got some great news, and this comes straight from students who have been exactly where you are right now. And this, right here, this is the single most important thing to remember. The VVM exam is not designed to trick you with brand new, impossible problems. It actually has a clear, predictable pattern. The real secret to doing well is just knowing that pattern, and that's exactly what we're here to do today. Okay, let's dive right in. Forget all the rumors and the stress. At its heart, VVM is all about testing your core understanding of science concepts, not your ability to memorize a bunch of random facts. It's broken down into a few key areas, and we're going to master them one by one. Just look at this breakdown. A full 50%, that's half your score, comes from just one section, the Experimental Skill Test, or EST. This is huge. This is where the camp is won or lost. The other sections are important for sure, but our main focus has to be on that giant 50% slice. So let's zero in on that. The EST isn't just the biggest section, it's also the most repeated. And you know what that means? It's the most straightforward part to prepare for. If you want to do well at the VVM camp, mastering the EST is a total non-negotiable. So what is the EST really? Well, it's not about discovering a new element on the spot. It's a hands-on test of your ability to perform and, more importantly, understand the standard experiments you're already supposed to be doing in your school science labs. This slide really hits the nail on the head. If you've been paying attention during your school lab sessions and you actually get the why behind the experiments in your lab manuals, you are already 90% of the way there. It really is that simple. For you folks in classes 6 to 8, the feedback from past camps is crystal clear. The experiments are fundamental. We're talking about stuff like using turmeric to test for acids and bases, observing how pendulum swings, or identifying parts of a plant. They choose these because they test your observation skills and your grasp of basic scientific ideas, not just what you've memorized. Now, what's really awesome is just how specific we can get, all thanks to feedback from past students. For Class 7, you might be asked to identify leaf venation, to figure out if a plant is a monocot or dicot, or calculate a pendulum's time period. You might even do a hands-on geometry task like finding an orthocenter. Okay, as we move up to Class 9, the concepts get a little more advanced, but the principle is exactly the same. You'll be using measurement tools like vernier calipers and screw gauges, applying basic mole concepts, maybe preparing a slide of an onion peel, or plotting and analyzing a graph. Again, all of this is standard stuff from high school practicals. And for the seniors in Class 11, guess what? The pattern holds true. You can expect to see classic experiments like a chemistry titration or using a simple pendulum to calculate the acceleration due to gravity, g. It's a direct reflection of your school curriculum, nothing more, nothing less. All right, with the EST covered, let's tackle that other 50%. There is so much unnecessary stress around these sections, so let's just clear the air right now so you can walk in with absolutely no surprises. First up is AOSAT, which stands for Awareness of Science and Technology. Don't let the name intimidate you. This isn't about memorizing trivia. It's about applying your concepts to solve problems, a lot like you would in a science Olympiad. So think logical application of motion, Newton's laws, or geometry. Oh man, this slide perfectly captures the biggest myth about VVM. Students waste weeks worrying about the Indian contributions to science, or IKS section. The reality is so much simpler. You'll watch a short documentary, and then you'll answer questions based only on what you just saw in that video. Seriously, don't waste your precious prep time on this. The exam also has a fun out-of-the-box thinking section, and it often includes riddles just like this one. So take a second. What has roads but no cars, and rivers but no water? The answer, of course, is a map. See? The puzzles are not designed to be impossibly difficult. They're meant to test your lateral thinking and your reasoning skills. You might also see simple logic puzzles, like a 3x3 Kakuro, which follows a repeated and predictable format. So, we've broken down what the exam is really like. Now, how do we turn all this knowledge into a simple, effective, and most importantly, calm preparation strategy? Let's lay out the game plan. Here it is, your entire plan on one slide. Step 1. Go through your school lab manuals, but don't just memorize the steps. Understand why you're doing them. Step 2, practice conceptual problems. Use any Olympiad book you already own. You don't need anything new. And step 3, and this might be the most important one of all, just relax. Trust the process, stay calm, and be confident in what you already know. It's just as important to know what not to do. So please don't waste money on special VVM books. Don't waste time on IKS. Don't just memorize formulas without getting the concepts. And please don't fear the fun questions. Focus your energy where it matters, on the core science practicals and concepts. So here's the bottom line. VVM isn't about who can cram the most. It's a chance to apply what you've learned and to actually enjoy scientific thinking. Approach it with curiosity, not fear, and you are already on the path to success. Prepare calmly, trust your knowledge, and good luck.